Okay, so how do we differentiate or how do we define excellence? Usually it's by holding it to a benchmark, right? If you want to say that this person is excellent or that this job is excellent or that this business is excellent, it means that there's already a standard, right, to which you're holding that person, that business or thing against. And when that person does above that, you can now define the job or the person as being excellent if the person meets the standard of defined excellence or is above it, right? So in becoming, we need to hold ourselves to a standard. And I think more often than not, we tend to be maybe not complacent, but we tend to sort of rest on our oars, especially if we're benchmarking ourselves to a local environment. If the people, if the businesses, if the concepts, if the ideas, if the thinking processes, and all of that, everything that pertains to the local community or the environment, and by local, I mean your immediate environment, if you're already doing above that, right, there's a tendency for you to, you know, feel you're the man or you're the girl, right? That nobody can beat you in this game because you're tops. But you're only considering the immediate, right? What you need to do is to step up your game and compare yourself not with your immediate environment, but hold yourself against a global standard in whatever thing you're doing, in whatever field you're playing in. Um, the the excellent people, right, of today, or really of any time, but more importantly of today, are not looking for competition among themselves or among their immediate catchment area or their immediate environment. They are holding themselves up to a global standard, right? And that is truly how you should position yourself if you want to be excellent, if you want to be exceptional, right? It's not just what is the best or who are the best people in this area in my environment. It is who are the best people in this area in the world, right? Because the world, like as the cliche goes, is now a global village. The good news, there's good news and there's bad news. The good news is that everybody can find you. The bad news is that everybody can find you, right? So when we're benchmarking what you're doing and who you are, we're not using the local standard. We're not looking at the local operating environment. We're looking globally. We're benchmarking you globally, whether it's music or movies, the arts, entertainment, sports, whatever it is. We're holding you up to a global standard. And if you don't meet that standard, then um, if we want the best, we're not going to come to you. So, in positioning yourself, you have to position yourself up to a global standard. Who are the best people in the industry that you're operating in globally, not locally, globally? And then you benchmark yourself against those people, right? And that makes you push harder, that makes you go harder, so that your output now becomes much more improved. And who knows, you can rise to be in the top 10% or even the top 1% of the people in your field. But the thing about it is that you can no longer rely on yourself by benchmarking yourself to what is happening immediately around you. You have to hold yourself up to a global standard, hold yourself up to a global benchmark.